always late. Oh my god, this is so fitting for me.
Hola, niña hermosa.
Hi, Dad. If you're gonna smoke it out, you better smoke it out.
Quiero hablar contigo.
¿Qué hice? I don't know what to do. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Griselda. As you guys can see by the title of this video, today we are going to be doing a New Year's Eve makeup look. I can't believe I am saying that out loud. I can't believe the year is almost over. And so much has happened this year, like so much. But today we're going to be focusing on the eyes, because I was looking back at my videos and yes, I'm here doing a tutorial, but I find that I'm not really going in detail with certain things that I'm showing you. So today we're going to be focusing solely on the eyes, and I'm going to show you not only the tools but the step-by-step on how to create this eye look, because I know some people may think that this eye makeup look is really hard, and it really isn't. It's super simple, and you guys are about to see how simple it is, because I'm gonna break it down step by step, and you guys are going to be able to probably do it yourself. So if you want to see how I create this eye makeup look, then just keep on watching. Let's go ahead and get started. As you guys can see, the left side of my eye is already done. This is what we're gonna be creating today. I'm a little sad because I didn't put enough translucent powder in here and I had some fallout. So I don't know if you guys can tell, you can see it a little bit, but I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm not gonna start over. But I do have a little bit of like black eyeshadow, and that's the reason why I put the translucent powder like all the way up here, because it's not gonna happen on the other side. I wanted this video to be solely focused on the detail of this eye makeup, because I feel like sometimes we create looks and then sometimes we're really not like showing you exactly how to achieve the eye makeup. So we're gonna start off by priming the eyes. I already have my P. Louise base, and I'm using the shade Rumor 04. It's closest to my skin tone, and I'm just using this ColourPop E13 brush to pat that in. I want the colored payoff to be really good, so you gotta always make sure that you prime your eyes really well. I hope you guys all had an amazing Christmas. I had one too many drinks and I was literally in bed till like 4 p.m. on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve was very lit at my family's. We were playing Jenga and we were taking shots, and it was great. We had a great time. We had some amazing food. I made ground beef mac and cheese, and it was a success. Everyone was like, who made the mac and cheese? And I was like, me. It was me. So yeah, but Christmas Day, whew, there was nothing that was gonna get me out of that bed. And honestly, it wasn't because I was drinking, because I usually just drink straight tequila. Like I'll drink tequila on the rocks or just take shots. But this time, as I was getting ready, I decided to just start drinking wine. And I don't know why I did that, but I drank half of a bottle of wine. And then when I got to my cousin's house, I started taking tequila shots, and I was just like why would I do that to myself? But I did, and I was literally paying for it the next morning. And it wasn't like I was hungover, I just had a really bad headache. And that's how I knew that it was the wine, because when I am hungover, there's like, I want to throw up. I want to like literally not move because I feel like complete crap. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm going to go ahead and use this Omega eyeshadow by MAC and this 217 brush. We're going to focus it right on the crease. I'm gonna actually bring you guys a little closer. There we go, much better. So we're just gonna focus that on the crease and bring it up a little higher. Even if I am going in with a darker color on top, I always like to start with a transition just so it looks a lot smoother when you go in with a darker color. And then we're gonna feather it outwards, essentially creating my own shape, because as you guys can see, this one kind of goes out, and I like using transition shades to create a guide to where I want to place the darker eyeshadow. We're gonna pick up this black eyeshadow here, and I'm gonna be using this Morphe M506 brush. I love using brushes like this because they're fluffy, dense, and precise. So it gives me full control of where I'm gonna be placing the eyeshadow. But before we do that, I'm gonna just place a little bit more translucent powder underneath because I don't want the same thing that happened over here to happen here. Okay, so now we are just gonna start placing the black eyeshadow towards the outer corner first. And then we're gonna bring it up into the crease, kind of like this. And then going back to the 217 brush by MAC, we are going to just start buffing those two shades together and then go back in with a darker color. You're essentially just building the color by going back and forth with the transition shade and the darker shade. And then I also use like the tip of the 217 to kind of blend out the edges. And I'm not putting any more of the Omega eyeshadow on this brush because it already has color. I'm just going in and blending out whatever is left using that brush. And I'm trying to keep the darker color away from this area. So now I'm gonna place the brush on its stomach and then just using the tip of that and then bringing it down. And then going back in with my 219, we're gonna buff that out. And then you're just gonna continue building the eyeshadow to your liking, however dark you want it and however high you want it. I personally don't like to bring it too high up because I feel like it closes my eyes. You see how I can still see my brow bone? And that kind of, not only does it elongate my eye, but it also gives it the illusion that my eyes are a lot bigger than what they really are, because let's be honest, I really do have some tiny little eyes. And I feel like if I didn't get Botox, I would have hooded eyes. The Botox definitely gives me that little lift. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush. This is actually, oh my God, this is Angel Mac Daddy's collab with Morphe like years ago. I wanna say like almost 10 years ago. This is the AC57 and it's just a fluffy brush and it doesn't have any product, and I'm just going in to buff everything out. I can't believe I've had this brush for that long. This palette, I don't know what happened, but it's like falling apart. We're gonna pick up this color right here, and I'm just gonna pick it up with my finger, and we're just gonna place that on the lid. I'm just creating like a base for the glitter. I'm gonna go in with my 219 brush and then just start blending out the edges. I thought the eyeshadow was gonna be a little bit more pigmented. I really wanted to just use this on my eyes and like make it look like this, but it wasn't translating, so I have to put something on top of it. We're gonna use this Morphe Poppin, this is a metallic eyeshadow, and we're literally just gonna dive in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just gonna pat that. It's the kind of look I was going for. I've had this brush for like 14 years. It's been through some things. But now we're gonna use that to buff out the glitter into the black eyeshadow. The key to a smooth eyeshadow is just constantly blending the colors together so they look seamless. I'm really loving this glitter eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my tattoo pencil liner by KVD, and we are going to apply that underneath the lash line to disguise the lashes. And then we're also gonna apply some at the bottom of the lash line. And then we're gonna just smudge a little bit of that on the top of the lash line just to give it like a smoked out effect. Now we're gonna use this Sigma Short Shader E20 brush, and we're just gonna smudge all of that together. You can also use a pencil brush, but I like using this one because it's flat and it blends out the eyeshadow really well. I did a light coat of mascara just so the lashes and the false lashes can kind of blend in together. The lashes, we're gonna be using these Ardell Wispy lashes. What I'm gonna do though is I'm going to curl them because I want them to kind of flare up. They're pretty, but I feel like they definitely need a little curl for this eye. So I'm just going in and then curl, 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 curl. And now it has like a really nice flare, and it'll start from like the root of the lash. Curling the lashes also allows the lash band to kind of curl into your lashes, and it makes it easier to kind of apply, because when they're like too straight, it kind of doesn't give it that curve. I wanted some lashes that weren't too dramatic because then it was gonna hide the glitter, and this glitter needs to be seen because it's, look at this. So pretty. Okay, moving on. So I did put some eyeliner underneath, but what I like to do for my eye shape, what I like to do for my eye shape is I like to bring the eyeliner like right underneath my lash line because it gives it a more dramatic effect. And I feel like when you do black eyeliner in the waterline, you have to just like blend it out and really give it that smoky effect. So I'm using that same the short shader brush by Sigma, and I'm just gonna blend that out. If you're gonna smoke it out, you better smoke it out. We're gonna pick up a little bit of Omega, and my really, this is supposed to be, this used to look like this. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna use this and the Omega eyeshadow. We're just gonna blend out any harsh lines underneath. Before we move on to bottom mascara, I always like to set my face first because sometimes my lashes do touch the bottom, and once they're wet, you know, you guys know the deal. So we're just gonna spray. Now that that's done, we are gonna grab a little bit of this Fantasize mascara. This one and this mascara usually don't transfer, but I like to keep it safe. So I always like to do my bottom mascara after I've set my face. That's like a trick that I learned to prevent my bottom lashes to transfer. So for the lips, we're going to be using this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Full Scale Rust. It's my first time trying this color, so we're about to see what it's going to look like. Let's try a different shade. We're just going to switch it up to Anywhere Caffeine because the other one I feel like is too red. So this is a little bit more neutral. We're going to keep it really matte for the lips. So we're going to be using this Makeup Forever Matte in the shade Endlessly Blushed. I don't know how I feel about this color with this eye makeup. This is not it. The lip liner I'm okay with. I like wanna, maybe this one? Yeah, okay, we're gonna be using the Velvet Mousse Always Late. Oh my god, this is so fitting for me. This is from Dose of Colors, and it's the mousse formula. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe. Oh, this is cute, yes. I feel like my lips look a little washed out, so I'm gonna use a different lip liner to kind of give it a little bit more depth. I'm using this lip job liner in the shade 2.0 CC by Dragon Beauty. All right, so this is the final look. I hope I made it super easy for you to follow along. I know you may be looking at me like, girl, you have been doing this for a very long time. And yes, I have. But my eyeshadow didn't always look like this. there was times where I ended up looking a little crazy out in these streets. Looking like a whole raccoon because I thought I knew what I was doing. But I quickly learned that not only does it take patience, if you want your eyeshadow to look like this, you have to have the patience to blend. And as you guys saw, I did use multiple brushes and they all serve a purpose. And as you guys can see, they all have a different shape, a different size. Practice makes perfect. That's bottom line. And I definitely went through some phases in my life where I either brought my eyeshadow too high up or I made it too round. I feel like now I know the placement of the eyeshadow and I know exactly how I want my eyes to look, and I'm able to cheat my eye shape based on the placement of the eyeshadows. This didn't happen overnight. So I'm saying all of this to say, don't get discouraged. If you want to create a look like this, you definitely can. Just practice makes perfect. And the number one advice that I can give you is don't try doing this the day that you go out. I used to always practice on myself beforehand. I didn't want to be stressed and do all of this the day of, and then I'm gonna leave feeling unhappy and not beautiful as I would if I took my time by practicing and making it look like this. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't mean to go on this little rant, but I feel like it's also very important if you do want to make yourself look and feel beautiful. It feels really good doing it yourself, so you don't have to pay somebody to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what else you want me to film, and I will see you guys in my next video.